Yep.
All right, shalom.
I think there's no E at the end of shalom, but maybe it'd be funny if it's misspelled.
You don't get copywritten.
Oy vey, the persecution! Oy vey, the evil Christians! Oy vey, the evil blonde children!
Hey, Mordecai, look, I dropped a penny.
Hey, Mordecai, want a bagel?
Hey, Junos, save some oxygen for us.
Hey, Morty, my mom says that if your people don't wise up and accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, you're all gonna burn in hell.
Based. I mean, dude, that's the funny thing, right? Is that, dude, that's when they like, oh, dude, that's going a little bit too far. It's like, no, that's like legit. Dude, Jews are going to hell, bro. Dude, do you remember getting gifts like this at your school? I don't remember celebrating Christmas like this.
Hey, everybody, look what Mordecai got. Nice spinning top, Morty.
Now, class, let's not make fun of Mordecai's spinning top. We all need to learn the importance of tolerance and understanding. Isn't that right, Mordecai?
Yes, Miss Highsmith.
So, class, in honor of Mordecai's special day, I'd like for all of you
not his
to
special
wish
day.
Marty
Fuck
a
off.
heartfelt Merry Hanukkah Day 7. That was very good, class. I hope you've all learned a very important lesson today. Just because Mordecai's people are different from us, and just because they may appear strange to us with their furry hat, beady eyes, and long sideburns, not to mention their bizarre customs and unnecessarily guttural funny-sounding names, just because they control all of the world's money, yet they are too cheap to buy their children anything better than spinning tops for presents, does not mean that we can't learn to love and respect them as our equals. Happy Hanukkah Day 7, Marty.
Yeah. I mean, already I've got so much to say, but I mean, yeah, this intro does set up the fucking feel of the movie for sure. Oy vey, he's sitting out there in the cold all by himself. Got no family. All killed in the Holocaust. Ho ho ho! This is totally a very real and accurate depiction of American relations with the Jews.
Totally what?
Totally real and accurate, honest depiction of Jewish relations with Americans. You like how the even the teacher who's like, oh, we got to practice tolerance for these weird and fucked up people, you know, like even the tolerant white or the tolerant teacher who's educating the next generation, you know, can't even paint her in a positive light. You know, she's got to be a fucking secret bigot as well, you know.
She was going through like the the script though, peace, tolerance, and understanding, or compassion, or whatever it was.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is weird because he's like the only one in the class at like a Christian school or something.
Yeah, why is he at a Catholic school in the first place?
Like the film dedicated thing.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Yeah, this is how the movie starts out. This is perfectly emblematic of the overall tone of the film. Yeah, for anyone that can't read it, it says
Film's dedicated to all the Jewish brothers and sisters who had enough of the Gentile.
yeah. I mean, not to like sidetrack already, but like when we're talking about like Israel Palestine shit, like, oh bro, who do you support? It's like, yeah, bro, dude. If this is the way that Jews feel about us, then like I know exactly who I'm supporting.
Oh, savage.
I mean, and that's kind of the thing, right? We'll see as the movie goes on. We'll see a lot of these common Jewish tropes where you get the psychological projection, right? A lot of the things that they blame white people for being intolerant. They blame white people for being inclusive, or like not non-inclusive of other societies, other traditions. I mean, it's really all just Jewish projection. Like everything that gets blamed upon white people in this movie, you can easily find a million more examples of Jews doing exactly the same thing, more extreme. And well, yeah, all right. So yeah, the main thrust of this movie is it's meant to be like a 1970s blaxploitation film, where essentially the Hebrew Hammer is like Shaft, or I don't know, whatever 1970s,
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Like
they. Yeah, go ahead.
Blaxploitation, like Jewish parody.
Yeah, and I don't really understand like what the connection is. Like, is it because like, dude, Jews are not like blacks at all. Like blacks are well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's an open question. Like, do blacks, or did Jews see themselves similar to blacks in more than just like oppression, slavery, Holocaust kind of shit? Like, do Jews actually see themselves as being like gangsters, like blacks are? Fucking, drive by, fucking,
Yeah.
Fucking, we'll kill you if you fuck with us, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could make that argument. But it's just weird. It's just weird because, at the same time, Jews like to talk about how they're, they're educated and sophisticated and intelligent and shit like that. And so, and choosing to associate with this like kind of gangster culture. It's a little bit I don't know, contradictory, maybe, I guess.
So that's what's contradictory, is like the Jewish people doing it in the movies.
Well, yeah, like trying to you don't really see white people trying to, like, the majority. I mean, yeah, you get like and shit like that, but you don't really see white people in movies, or like maybe not. I guess I should say in in like stories or fiction or any kind of like, dude, white people just act like white people, you know, or we have like our own like gangsters, you know, that we look up to. You know, like we got the Romans, we got the British Empire, we got the Germans, we got the the Nazis that like, you know, if we want to emulate something or like, LARP or fantasize about something, we have our own fucking badasses that we can look up to. But the Jews kind of I mean, whenever like this movie is about a Jewish badass, but this Jewish badass is basically just a fucking Negro, you know, like he's not even like a real Jew, basically.
Yeah, but he's also like a little wuss most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. There is a lot of self-deprecating humor in this film, which is I mean, we'll talk about that more when we get to it. I don't know, dude. The Jewish mind is kind of weird. The Jewish psychology, I guess you could say. It's like on the one hand, they want to empathize with like other, quote unquote oppressed people, but at the same time there was a story. There's a story or like some ad that came out from some Jewish advocacy group saying that the Holocaust was way worse than slavery, and so like black people shouldn't try to compare themselves in oppression. Like Jews are just totally more oppressed than blacks. And shit like that. It's kind of funny. Oh, so yeah, okay. And in this scene, in this scene, Heber Hammer is like walking through the neighborhood, and it's setting him up as the badass, and he's like the neighborhood sheriff or like watchdog or whatever the fuck. And he's such a Chad that this Jewish mother is trying to marry off her daughter
that just barely like turned legal. Yeah. Some weird shit.
Something like that. And and she's also like, I mean, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be like self-deprecating humor, like this is what Jewish girls like actually look like, or what. But it's kind of funny though. We haven't met the main female character, Judy Greer character.
Yeah.
Esther is her name in the movie, which, I mean, there's so much to talk about with that, but ironically, well, maybe it's not ironic, but Judy Greer, I ended up looking it up. Not a Jew. So like the which I wonder if that was on purpose that they chose not a Jew. Because like even like white women can fall in love with the I don't know.
Yeah, but she was like supposedly the daughter of like the leader of the like Jewish commission or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. But the actress is not a Jew. She's just a totally white person. And so it's like they got a Jew to play the main character. Why didn't they get a Jew female to play the main female character? It's like, is it because there is no like full-blooded Jew female that's actually like attractive? Is that why? Yeah. Oh, it's kind of like where the white women at kind of shit. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Well, the shit was weird. That little scene.
Yeah.
And she's like, "You're bad, motherfucker."
Dude, what do you call that thing? The fucking braces thing.
No.
Oh, dude, I had to wear one of those things as a kid, bro. Dude, I wore it to school like one day in like 4th grade. Dude, like never again. Like, dude, the dentist tells you, like, you got to wear this 8 hours a day to fix your fucking, jawline or whatever the fuck. It's like, yeah, I'll wear it, like, not at school. Have that 8 hours not at school. But you can't, like, wear it when you're sleeping, right? Because, like, dude, if you roll over, it, like, fucking bends and shit, like, whatever. Yeah, more of the, the first, we're kind of, like, still watching the credits at this point, where he's just walking through the neighborhood and everyone's swooning over him.
The Yentas want it.
Yeah.
At least they make him seem cool at first, but later you find out he's kind of like all incompetent and shit.
Yeah. When I was rewatching the movie yesterday, I have to tell you, it was a lot harder. This is the longest 1 hour movie, 1 hour long movie I've ever watched, bro. It was a lot harder to watch the second time around, to be honest. It was not nearly as funny as it was the first time.
It's not as funny the second time.
Yeah, not nearly. Yeah, I just got like, I have to say my opinion of Jewish comedians is reinforced. Like people like Mel Brooks, like just not funny. Or dude, if like what I noticed the second time around is just like how juvenile a lot of the jokes are, right? Like fucking Mel Brooks is just such like juvenile humor. And there's a lot of like juvenile humor in this as well.
Yeah, Comedy Central.
Yeah, well, dude, there's just like a bunch of like fucking like Madick jokes and shit like that. Not even Madick like a fucking black person would say, but just like dude, I'm not sure if I took a photograph of his. He's like supposed to be a private eye, right? And then the slang term for a private eye, like investigator, is a dick, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh well, dude, he's a Jewish private eye. So what does that mean? Oh, he's a circumcised dick. And it's like, oh yeah, hilarious joke.
That's a little bit that they go with.
Yeah.
In the show.
And okay, and this scene right here, the Jewish Justice League is this is supposed to be the fucking Pentagon, right?
Yeah.
And this is where we start to get they're obviously playing off of the trope that Jews run the world or Jews run America and shit like that. And they're like leaning into it. Like jokes like this aren't really funny when it's like actually true, Like there is that saying that in order for a joke to be funny, there has to be some truth in it. And I guess maybe you could say that's what they're trying to do, is they're actually like throwing it in the face of like, actually the Pentagon should be shaped like a 6-pointed star, because actually the Jews do run the country. But yeah, like this is like one of the scenes where
it's kind of weird though that it's like some B movie Comedy Central little kid shit. Like it's kind of like like you said, Pentagon or whatever, and then it's just kind of like one guy or two guys like kind of saving the world fucking from Santa or something like that. It's kind of
no spoilers yet. No spoilers. Yeah, we haven't even gotten into the main plot yet. Yeah.
We'll see if I can screenshot this and just play through it because we missed it. What do you think, Obi?
Yeah, I think I was looking for like the best reaction.
Look at the Yentas.
Yeah, look at the Look at the shiksas.
And they go, oh yeah.
I think. Are they all supposed to be Jewish? I'm not sure. The one on the right is definitely Jewish. But
What about this part?
yeah, so here we go. This is where we first see that white people are just bastards. White people are just evil. He's walking down the sidewalk, and he looks down an alleyway and he sees two blonde kids, two blonde Aryan Gentile kids who are picking on little Shlomo, and that's actually his name. Little
Oh
like,
yeah, that's
little
what
Shlomo.
that's from. I was like gonna say like, what's that from?
And but then as soon as Chad Hebrew Hammer comes around, like oh no, we went to nothing, and like all of a sudden the white man turns into a bitch and like runs away.
They introduced you to like Shlomo, which is like this little kid that he runs into a couple times in the movie.
Yeah.
Where he like kind of tries to guide him or something. But
Yeah, he's like a big brother figure to him, and he tells him like, "Hey Shlomo, stay Jewish,"
Yeah. Yeah, they took his hat and they were like making him chase him for it. Something like that, right?
Yeah.
What about this? It's like the credits.
Yeah. This is that same scene where he's telling Shlomo to, hey bro, don't let anyone pick on you. Stay Jewish. Shabbat Shalom or whatever the fuck,
Yeah. Yeah, he raises the fist.
Oh yeah, there, yeah. Dude, and he's even doing like the Black Power kind of fists, Like, dude, it's so weird. Like this, like he's trying to act black. This entire movie, and it just. I mean, dude, like if a white person was acting like this, you'd kind of look down on them, But like for Jews, like it's like looked up. Like this is supposed to be something admirable to like acting black. Like, dude, even when I was, going through my gangster rap phase when I was getting sued and shit like that, and fucking having to defend myself in court, I was never acting black. It's just like feeling, that. I guess that gangster rap kind of thing of like, yeah, bro, come fuck with me, see what happens. Is there is something to that, but like walking around, what like crip walking or just throwing around fucking like low IQ, just fucking violent kind of tendencies is like that's just not something that white people do, and but it's kind of I mean it's something that's almost celebrated in this movie.
It kind of skips ahead to like when they're eating dinner or something.
So now we're getting into the actual plot of the film. And we'll see in the next screen cap.
Mm-hmm.
The previously tolerant. Well, we're seeing that Santa Claus is like a family. Like it's passed down. Like once one Santa Claus dies, like his son takes over. It's kind of like a monarchy, right? And we in the movie that we're told that most of the Santa Clauses, if not all of them, have been intolerant, and they only want Christmas. They don't want to say Happy Holidays. They only want to say Merry Christmas. And Kwanzaa doesn't exist, and fucking Hanukkah doesn't exist. And America is a white Christian society. And the Santa Claus that starts up in this movie is the first Santa Claus to want to change that, and he wants to be tolerant, and he wants to be nice, and he wants to be forgiving, and he wants to, it's okay to say happy holidays and shit like that. And we'll find out really quickly that Santa Claus gets killed by his evil son Andy Dick, who wants to take it all back to just saying Merry Christmas and shit like that. But this scene specifically, he's having dinner with Judy Greer, who is the daughter of the head of the JJL, the Jewish Justice League, and she's trying to convince Mordecai. Oh, by the way, did you notice that Mordecai has two different names in the movie?
Two different what?
Two different names.
Oh yeah.
It was very subtle. I didn't even notice it the first time around. But
said Carver, but when he went to the thing, he said that.
Yeah. Name your full Jewish name. I mean, that's one of the things that I knew I wanted to make sure I caught. I was telling for the chat. I was telling Durden that this movie, the plot isn't really the important thing. The important thing about this movie is noticing all of the Jewish jokes that they're gonna make in it. And that one actually slipped into my radar. Maybe I was a little bit drunk when we watched it the first time, but yeah, he has an Anglo name, or a Christian name, if you want to put it that way. And he also has his official Jewish name, which is, that's such a, that's something that goes, that's so common throughout all of our interactions, all of our European interactions with Jews throughout history. Things about like the conversos and changing their names so that they can fit in better and shit like that. And it's not even about fitting in better. It's more about like, fucking oy vey goy. I'm one of you, goy. Something like that. Look at this top tier Jewish humor right here. The whole like the whole circumcision thing. It comes up a few times in the movie. Like they Jews are like really, really kind of proud. I mean, this movie makes it seem like Jews are really proud to be circumcised. Like it's some sort of like point of like you're not a real Jew unless you're circumcised or something like that.
Yeah, they go show your credentials and have to show your wiener.
Yeah, and I mean, it's such a
even the girl makes jokes about it, like about the movie.
Yeah, can I check your credentials and shit like that? Yeah. I mean, it's such a weird thing to celebrate circumcision when, like, allegedly we're supposed to be. I mean, even in like the Torah, the Old Testament and shit like that, it says we're like made in God's image, right? And we're made perfect in God's image, and you shouldn't like Jews have this whole thing about like not getting tattoos, because like if you get a tattoo, that's like ruining the body that God gave you, right? But then on the other hand, like bro, like God gave you an uncircumcised dick, so like why why did Jews celebrate circumcision when that's actually altering the body that God gave you? I mean, well, and then we can also like get into like the weird sexual perversion shit that Jews have, and there is the thing called B'nai Bris, if people don't know, where a rabbi, sucks on a baby's dick, to keep the wound clean, which doesn't work at all. I mean, the cases of like babies getting like herpes or whatever the fuck because of a rabbi sucking on their circumcised dick. Yeah. Anyway, I mean that's conversation for another day. But the Jews are weird.
Yeah, like you said, this is when he's getting drunk or whatever.
Yeah, this is a scene where we first meet Andy Dick, and they're sitting at this meeting where Andy Dick's father, who is Santa Claus, is talking about tolerance and fucking we should be saying happy holidays because we gotta be mindful of our multiculturalism and shit like that. And and Andy Dick is not having any part of it. I mean, is Andy Dick actually the good guy in this movie?
I don't know. They make him gay. Like they make it like him and Tiny Tim are having sex with each other or something.
Yeah. Well, and they make him like a pussy and shit like that.
Yeah, that too.
But I mean, he actually, dude, he's like when we'll get to it later. I'll make the case as we go through the movie. I'll make the case that Andy Dick is actually the good guy.
All right. Oh yeah, the Krampus.
Yeah, he's can't tell. Is he flipping off the? Yeah, he's like an angry Santa Claus. I mean, he's kind of like the same Santa Claus that stepped
like
on.
Violet Night. No, what?
It's kind of ties back to the same Santa Claus that stepped on the dreidel and flipped off the kid in the intro scene. And I mean, this is all set up to make Christians seem to be intolerant and shit like that. When I mean, it's really the opposite, right? Like Jews are probably the most intolerant people in the entire world. I mean, how many stories have we heard about Christians living in Israel, living in I don't know. Well, I want to use Palestine, but we got to use the. I guess we got to use current.
So you put together that was the guy that smashed his little dreidel.
Yeah, I mean it's that same kind of attitude, right? I think is the same. I mean, because I can't really see in the picture right now, but it looks like he's flipping off. Is he flipping off in the painting? Is that his middle finger sticking up in this painting? I'm not sure.
No, I can't remember.
But I mean, yeah, he is. I mean, the point of this scene is that the current Santa Claus is saying that, like, dude, we need to be different. We need to be different from these old Santa Clauses who were less tolerant and shit like that. And when in reality, like, white people are probably the most tolerant of any people in the world. White people probably are the most nice of any people in the world. And but this movie is set up to make it seem like white people are just. I mean, it's kind of funny that this movie came out in 2003, right? Because we're seeing all of these same arguments that this movie is making in 2003. We're seeing it triplefold nowadays. In the past fucking 5-10 years.
Mm-hmm. All right, next one.
Yep.
Oh yeah, with the reindeers killing them.
Yeah. Yep. Even the reindeer are intolerant, bro. Oh, and this is inside the Jewish Justice League, inside the fucking Pentagon, or the I don't know what you would call it, the I don't know, the Jewish Pentagon. and it's got the coalition. It's got like all of this. It's making a joke, and this is the kind of problem with the humor that I have in this movie. Is it's making a joke of real things. Like it's saying that like, oh, look how hilarious these fucking stupid conspiracy theorists are, thinking that Jews have all of these groups to like run society and shit like that, and we gotta do something about this Santa Claus. We gotta do something about this intolerant Santa Claus and shit like that. And the one that's sitting to the left of the head position, it's like his group is called like the anti denigration league, I think it's called. Oh, yeah. No, it's not in this picture. But yeah. Go back to that one. I mean, yeah, that's another example. No. Yeah, that one. Chairman Worldwide Jewish Media Conspiracy. It's like they're making a joke of it, but I mean, these are actually real things. Like they're trying to. I mean, this is the way that Jews use humor a lot of times. Is to try and to hide things in plain sight. We're like, look, we're making. They're trying to make it seem like self-deprecating humor, right? Like we're like laughing at ourselves, like, oh, people think that Jews run the world. Oh, how stupid is that? But I mean, you look at the Jewish influence on media today. I mean, CNN is a perfect example, and it's like, well, I mean, this joke. They're trying to use humor to deflect real criticism, and I'm not sure if I took a screenshot of it, but there's another one that says it's the Anti-Denigration League, and it's obviously using the same acronym as the Anti-Defamation League, and I mean, anyone that pays attention to politics nowadays has seen the amount of power that the ADL has when it comes to going after, fucking Elon Musk after he bought Twitter, or going after Kanye West when he, went on his little fucking schizophrenic tirade. I mean, I'm not saying that Kanye West was wrong, but you can never have a black be a reliable leader. But they're trying to make it seem like a joke when the ADL actually does have all of this power. This is the beginning of the dinner scene. Very
yeah.
talk about this.
Yeah, kind of, but like she's all excited that son's finally bringing like a chick home.
Yeah, and she's there to convince him to help out the. Oh yeah, I think you got to go to the next post. Yeah, but yeah, Judy Greer is there to convince Mordecai to help the JJL, because apparently they had a falling out. Mordecai is too much of a rebel, doesn't like to take orders. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, but they got the accountant, the white accountant.
White accountant. Yeah. I mean, they don't even have a Jewish accountant. I mean, I think the whole point of the white accountant is it's just another way to like emasculate white people. Like they just got like a white bitch doing their fucking taxes for them. While they're like planning to destroy white America and shit like that. I think that's the entire reason that the white accountant was there for. But it's kind of funny. When I was watching it the second time, before the Jew Mordecai comes into the building, they're having their like Black Power speech, and the main Negro is talking about who brought the drugs in, the white man. Who brought the guns in, the white man. Who ruined black people, the white man. And then as soon as Mordecai comes in, like, dude, what happens? Because they're obviously talking about, why is there such crime in black neighborhoods? Well, because white people brought guns in. Why is there such fucking fatherlessness and gangster shit? Because the white man brought drugs in. Well, I mean, everyone knows the story about Jews and gangster rap, right? I mean, the whole gangster culture is really a Jewish influence. But as soon as Mordecai walks in, what happens? Dude, like, it's actually like a joke within itself. Like, you hear the sound of like 1,000 guns, like, cocking, like a shotgun, like you hear. Yeah, it's like he's like talking shit about like white people bringing in guns, but then it makes a joke about how these black people have, they're all like fucking akimbo, fucking dual wielding guns, and they're all pointing them at fucking Mordecai when he walks in. It's like, dude, you hate guns, but then you're like stocked like a fucking military base. And then to go on to the drug thing, like, dude, everyone's smoking weed when he walks in.
Yeah.
It's like who brought the drugs in? The white man. And then like every people are like sitting on couches like smoking weed all over the place. It's like do you have any self-awareness whatsoever?
Yeah, there was something else too about it, but I think I forgot what I was going to say. But anyways, there was like the midget.
Yeah, the midget elf. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that scene. But anyways, the midget elf. He's like kind of like being a double agent or something. Like he ends up telling Santa like what they're gonna do.
Yeah, he ends up giving Hebrew Hammer the Duke's what do you call it, matchbook, and tells him he basically he's like leading the Hebrew Hammer into a trap, sending him to this neo-Nazi bar called Duke's.
Yeah.
And when I watched it the second time around, I was like actually a little bit confused by this, like, because it seemed like, dude, why does he go to this bar? Like it seemed to me like they just needed to have a scene where the Hebrew Hammer, kills a bunch of fucking Nazis. It's like some what's that Tarantino movie called? Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, pretty much.
Where it's just like, oh, dude, look at all, look at these Jews like killing Nazis, bro. It seemed like that, but I mean, I still feel that way. That it's just like a scene just to kill some Nazis and shit. But it almost makes sense in the plot, I guess.
Yeah. Kind of weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, yeah, in the bar, like already we see this is the first scene of the bar, and you got one guy that's just passed out drunk, fucking head down, on the fucking bar table, and everyone here, it's kind of the same thing as in The Intruder, or like any kind of or like Black Klansman, or American History X, right? They always portray the hardcore hardcore Nazis, hardcore pro-whites, they always portray them as fat, dumb, uneducated, ugly, just not respectable people. And this scene is no different.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess the one thing you could say is that, like, at least most of the guys in here are like, fucking skinheads. They're like kind of like, tough looking, I guess you could say. But there is a couple of them that are like fucking bucktooth or, fucking, it's like bad genetics, bad physiognomy, whatever the fuck. But I think they had to, this scene wouldn't work as well for the movie if Hebrew Hammer wasn't beating up, some like fucking big muscled fucking, skinheads and shit like that.
Well,
So
that's just passage for the viewer to believe like he's cool with the black guys.
Oh yeah. And dude, it's also like a little bit weird that the idea that a bar like this would exist. I'm not sure what year this movie is supposed to take place, but dude, the idea that there would be like an open neo-Nazi bar in New York City. It's just like, yeah. They basically just made this scene so he can kill some Nazis.
Like they don't really show him kill him though.
Yeah, they don't show him, but they show like one guy like walk out of the bar with like a gunshot in the stomach or some shit like that.
Yeah, like running away.
Yeah. Well, not running away, but he's like fucking limping out of the bar. I bet if they had a higher budget, they would have shown that shit. But this is kind of like a shitty low budget movie. Fucking Comedy Central. There you go.
It's kind of controversial.
Yeah. I guess so. Was it controversial when it came out? Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I remember you talking about that. Yeah.
Well, the ADL said it was.
Yeah. We could talk about that later. Yeah, this is back at the dinner scene. This is that kind of like self-deprecating humor, like embarrassing Jewish mothers and whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the Jewish Justice League, and it's the fucking Capitol building, Oh, there's that fucking Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa Liberation Front. There it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Santa thing. All right. What are we skipping? Anything? Yeah, I don't know. I think we're like halfway through it.
Yeah, I think is the next scene the Kmart, the Kmart scene.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, this picture.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a scene where fucking Andy Dick is I'm sure everyone knows, like, you go to the mall and you have a Santa Claus like sitting there and like, oh, what would you like for Christmas, son? Sitting on Santa's lap and telling the supermarket Christmas or supermarket Santa. Oh shit!
Just said.
So this scene is setting up. Well, Andy Dick is here talking to the kids, and instead of asking the kids what they want for Christmas or whatever, Andy Dick is actually telling them about the JQ. You know, telling them about how the Jews want to take away Christmas and shit like that. And it's it's point number two. Point number two of why I think Andy Dick is actually the secret good guy in this movie. Not the secret good guy, but the real, you know, he's the real protagonist, or the real good guy. And but it's I mean, it's kind of ironic, right? Where this movie is trying to indict Christians and you know, Merry Christmas sayers, and you know, the Andy Dick character as being intolerant, and as being like indoctrinating the youth to like hate Jews and shit like that. But you know, there was that opening credits scene. You know, this movie is dedicated to all my Jewish brothers and sisters who are fed up with the Gentile. And I mean, it's exactly that Jewish projection that I was talking about. That, you know, everything that the Jew purports to hate in the white man in this film is exactly what the Jews actually do themselves. I mean, it's not. I mean, you look at how Jews act in Israel in their treatment of the Palestinians, or their treatment of Christians even. I mean, Jews are trying to pass laws to make it illegal for Christians to evangelize in Israel. Like, Jews really believe that Jerusalem belongs to them and them alone. You know, despite the fact that Christians were there, despite the fact that Muslims are there. The intolerance that Jews try to say that Europeans have, or Americans have, when it comes to running their societies, Jews are 1,000 times worse when it comes to intolerance in Palestine. And so it's just you know, and you know, this is why Jews always have such a problem assimilating or even just like living. Yeah, I mean, this is why we have the 109 meme, is because Jews have no self-awareness. They go into a society, they become insular. They fucking coin clip. They fucking, you know, do whatever the fuck it is that they do, and then they like wonder why they get kicked out, and then they complain about people being intolerant of Jewish behavior. It's just like, you know, maybe maybe if you weren't such bastards, you know, you wouldn't have a problem, you know, being living in these societies. But I mean, you know, at the end of the day, Jews are just fucking bastards, and so it's no wonder. it's no wonder that they get fucking kicked out of fucking countries, and the entire world is fucking turning against them. I mean, there's a great video that Max Blumenthal put out the other day, called "What's Wrong with Israelis," and it's an entire compilation of like Jewish political leaders, Jewish military leaders, talking about let's just genocide the fucking Palestinians. Let's just let's just flatten the entire place and turn the Gaza Strip into Israel. And there's no such thing as a civilian in Gaza and all this kind of stuff. I mean, if you look into the Jewish soul, if there is such a thing, if you look into the Jewish heart, if there is such a thing, it's a cold, dark fucking thing. The Jews, in my opinion, the Jews are the very epitome of evil in the world. And and like to watch a so-called comedy movie like this, and to see like how and the Jews are like calling themselves the chosen people. The Jews are the light unto nations, or whatever the fuck, and the Jews are fit to be the leaders of the world. I mean, if you want to see a real dystopia, I mean, we're already halfway there. Seeing what a world with the Jews in charge looks like. It's a fucking dystopia. I mean, fucking all of this LGBT stuff that gets pushed, and all of the refugees, the infinity Africans going into Europe and America, and open borders, open southern border in America, bringing in all the fucking refugees. All of this is done by Jewish NGOs. The next president of Mexico might be a Jewish woman. Which is, think about that. A Jewish woman being president of Mexico? Like, how does that happen, right? Because these people are termites. These people are fucking infiltrating cockroaches. And this is what you get. This is what happens when you get Jews in positions of power. I mean, already look at the Biden administration, right? I mean, we can go back before the Biden administration, but today the Biden administration, or regime, if you want to call it that, is the most Jewish influenced administration in American history. Alejandro Mayorkas, Jew. Fucking Antony Blinken, Jew. Janet Yellen, Jew. And these are just the high up positions. There's, undersecretaries, whatever, assistant secretaries, whatever. Actually, I think the Jewish, what is it called? The online Jewish virtual library or something like that. They have an article talking about just how many Jews are in the Biden, just the White House administration, or the executive branch maybe, but it's several dozen Jews in very influential positions in the Biden administration. And then you look at these kind of policies that the Biden administration is doing, or in not just the executive branch policies, but you look at the kind of judicial branch persecutions that are going on as well. Things like Douglas Mackey, or these January 6th persecutions, I mean, hell, I mean, the environment, the
Right.
political environment. Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, go on.
Well, yeah, I was just talking about fucking. Just talking about the Jews. Yeah. All right. So this is the scene. You know, he's almost seduced. You know, because Mordecai's a player, and he's almost seduced. But then, what does he see? He sees a fucking crucifix. You know, and this is, you know, it kind of reminds me of like the you know, the whole Ellis Island kind of shit. You know, where the slur kike actually came from. It comes from Ellis Island, and when Jews were filling out their forms, they would refuse to put it like a cross mark, right? And they would fill out their forms with a circle. With, you know, the term, the Hebrew, is it Hebrew or is it might be Yiddish, whatever. It doesn't matter. But the word keikel means circle. And so, you know, that's where the slur kike is derived from. And so it's kind of funny. Like he's almost seduced. Mordecai is almost seduced by the blondes with the big titties. But then what does he see? He sees a cross, and he sees the sign of Jesus. And this is what, like, you know, it's what saves him. It's what saves him. And you know, it's just more of this Jewish, like just shows how intolerant Jews actually are. And, like, you know, the whole idea about Jews killed Christ and shit like this, and like why they hate Mel Gibson so much. And you know,
Yeah.
like, dude, it's like all summed up right here in this one scene right here.
Got retarded right here.
And dude, who is this guy supposed to be?
MC Hammer.
Is that really, that's the MC Hammer?
Yeah, and then he's like, Hammer, don't hurt him.
Yeah, I didn't understand. Yeah, I know.
Corny ass joke, man. Yeah, the kids are running after him because they ruined Christmas.
Yeah, and you know, these are all the kids that were brainwashed by, well, I said brainwashed, educated by Andy Dick to know that, you know, Jews are coming to steal Christmas, which is true. What is this scene? Oh, dude, this is back at the bar scene, I think.
Oh yeah, that's true.
No, this is
Oh yeah, this is when Tiny Tim's slanging the fucking Wonderful Life.
yeah,
So,
dude,
like,
which makes me
kids wanted to bring Christmas trees home.
Yeah. I mean, this is like the main thrust of the evil Andy Dick plan that Hebrew Hammer needs to thwart.
Yeah.
Dude, have you seen that movie? It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, when I was like a kid, but
I might have seen it as a kid myself, but I don't remember it at all. I kind of I kind of want to see it now. If like It's a Wonderful Life is supposed to be like a bad influence for Jews or whatever. I almost want to do a movie review on it, you know, just well, I mean, maybe just watch it. Maybe just watch it first and see what it's like actually about. Like, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just if like It's a Wonderful Life is just all about tolerance and compassion and shit like that, and you know, and that's why Jews hate it or something. I don't know. I gotta watch that again.
yeah.
Or watch it for the first time, really, maybe.
Yeah, it's just like telling this kid to snap out of it. It's like, you can get through this. They're all like, every time Mom says every time the bell rings,
the angel gets his wings.
Like, no, stop saying that.
yeah, dude. What's the problem with an angel getting his wings, bro? What's?
Yeah, they hit some of us some fucking. Forget which one he gives them.
Yeah, we got to.
Fiddler in the Roof.
Speaking of like movies to review and shit, and I kind of want, or movies to watch. I kind of want to see Fiddler on the Roof now, and what is it, Yentl, and The Chosen. Those are the three movies that are mentioned. I kind of, if the Jews really, Fiddler on the Roof, also showed up on that list when we were trying to choose which Jewish movie to review. That list of 14 holiday movies for Jews or whatever.
Yeah.
Fiddler on the Roof was on there, and I don't know, I did fucking musicals, but I don't know. It's like Jewish Sound of Music or some shit like that. I don't know.
Maybe. Let's see what we got next. Yeah, that came right. That's like right before the Santa Claus thing.
Yeah. This is they're like infiltrating, and they're saying, remember, like don't act cool. You got to act like a white person, And it's kind of a, you look at him and he's holding he's wearing a blonde wig, and he's got the Jesus fish hat on. And he's also holding an American flag, which is illuminating. Not to to use that word, illuminate, Illuminati. Yeah. On his car, I took a screenshot of his car. It's that like 70s fucking shag carpeting fucking shit all over his windows, right?
Yeah.
He's on his fucking radio antenna. He has a little Israeli flag, and so it's kind of exposes this whole dual citizenship kind of mentality, right? Where it's like, hey, we got to go undercover, and so going undercover means waving an American flag, right? Because he's holding the American flag right there. And it's totally exposes this whole neoliberal fucking dual citizenship kind of thing. I mean, you look at fucking Chuck Schumer or fucking Antony Blinken, when this whole Hamas Israel war just kicked off. Antony Blinken went to Israel to like express support for the Jews, and what did he say? He said, "I come here as a Jew," and I mean, the point being is that these Jews are not Americans. Like they really are this kind of like infiltrating, just like the in the last stream that we did, the John Birch Society, talking about the Jacobists, or what it was, Jacobins, or something like that. Jacobins, yeah. Like these people are like infiltrating and shit like that. And it's just like, whoa, wait a second, bro. What about these Jews that are infiltrating? Here's a real picture of Andy Dick in real life, not in the movie. Fucking snorting some cocaine.
Some coke.
This is the real Andy Dick right here.
It's like, whoa, yeah, let's get some gifts. Should have erased the Discord. Let me reopen that one. We're almost there, though, huh? Toward the end.
Yeah, we're getting there. I think the next screenshots should be of the underground Jewish railroad.
Yeah,
because they were running from the kids in Kmart, and they like run into like a dead end, but then like a false wall opens up, and like the old Jewish woman. What did she call herself? Like Harriet Tuberman? Like, yeah, you know, obviously a play on Harriet Tubman. And
Yeah, something like that.
and then it turns into like a fucking Disneyland like park ride.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
And you know, I mean, that whole thing about like the fucking underground Jewish railroad, you know, it's obviously playing on the whole, you know, Jews and blacks are like on the same team kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, the kids are chasing him.
Yeah, bro. Those indoctrinated Aryans, bro.
Yeah, but then the little riot. It's pretty funny. Well, it's a splitting the scenes. Yeah, they fucked or whatever.
Yeah. And oh, all right, yeah. Pause here. Dude, I mean, this is a perfect example of you know, them the Jews putting this is supposed to be like a joke, right? But it's, I mean, this is actually what they actually want, right? The West Bank, they they want to turn the West Bank into, well, I mean, dude, it's a play, right? Just you know, the Gaza Strip is kind of referred to as an open air prison or an open air like concentration camp, right? Where, you know, the Gazans can live there, but you know, they can't really get out. And if you look closely at the gate, you can see there's barbed wire on top of the gate, and those the two sides of the gate, the two black towers, those are guard towers. Like they're making a joke out of their apartheid situation with the Palestinians. And it's kind of a way for them to use humor to be like, oh, you know, LOL, those Palestinian terrorists, you know, we got them in camps, LOL, you know, like using humor to deflect from the actual genocidal policies that they're imposing, you know. And it's I mean, you know, this is really like an insight into the dark heart of the Jew.
Yeah. And they try to be like funny like white people, but it's kind of like comes across kind of over the top when it's them.
Yeah.
Like white people could be raunchy, but kind of weird.
I mean, dude, Jews just aren't even funny, bro. Jesus aren't even funny. Yeah. Oh, there's Tiny Tim. And
that's where he's like, "Give us a present, Santy."
Yeah, and I'm not sure why I took this screenshot, but like even Andy Dick hates Tiny Tim. I don't know.
Yeah, the black man and the Jew.
Oh yeah, dude, the afro got more afros in this shit. Oh wait, dude, are we coming up on that scene, bro? The jiggly scene. I think that's in the next. I think that's in the next section. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like. Anyways, I think that's later, but like, he sets off the Judah alert with picking up the coins.
Yeah. The fucking the penny joke. The penny joke comes around again. Yeah. Judah alert. Yeah. Which is great. Oh yeah, and this is the scene. This is like one of the very end scenes where I think before they go to the North Pole, the leader of the JJL tells Mordecai, he's like, dude, this is a super dangerous mission, so you can use the ultimate Jewish weapon. And I'm pretty sure that's what this scene is referring, or that's what he's referring to this scene, where he basically like whines so hard that he, I mean, dude, they refer to it in the movie as the Jewish guilt. Like they Jewish guilted Andy Dick into giving up. And I mean, that's like another example of this kind of like it's a joke, but it's not a joke. Like this is how Jews maintain their kind of like victimhood status, right? Like, you know, despite the fact that you know, America and Britain and France and Russia, you know, defeated the evil Nazis. And you know, they saved the Jews from concentration camps. Like Jews will still try to guilt trip, you know, still try to claim some like sort of victimhood status and guilt trip. Even their saviors, they will still fuck them over and guilt trip them and claim, you know, even though Jews are a disproportionate amount of billionaires, even though they're the majority disproportionately the majority of political donors to both parties, Republicans and Democrats. They will still like try to guilt trip people into claiming into thinking that they're victims. And it's just another example of that fucked up, you know, just this it's not even cynicism. It's this manipulative Jewish mentality.
Yeah, it's kind of a joke on it too.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean that's the thing, right? They're like trying to make light of it by making it a joke, but it's actually real, and when it's actually real, but people think that it's a joke. Like people stop taking it seriously when it should be taken very seriously. And well, I should have made a GIF of this scene. But we could have gotten the actual jiggle. Dude, nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's Durden's favorite scene in the movie.
The old Chinese guy eating with him.
Yeah, and this is like I'm still not entirely sure what this scene is supposed to mean. Like having. It's almost like having the Chinese guy is like their version of like a house Negro. Like it's almost like the Jews think that they can control the Chinese as well. Is if that were to be as like, you know, not cynical, but yeah, maybe conspiratorial. I don't know. I mean, it's just weird, like because like on the one hand they're like making fun of white people for having some of the elves that Andy Dick has, they're like Mexicans, you know, they're like making fun of Andy Dick for having a Mexican slave labor, you know, sweatshop kind of worker, and they're also making fun of Christians.
They were like Asians or something like that.
Well, yeah. I mean, dude, they're making fun of white people for having all of these underclass people, But then, dude, the main Jewish character has like a fucking Chinese person, just like as an underclass living in, you know, like a refugee, like living in their fucking house and whatever the fuck. And it's like actually kind of denigrating to the to the Chinese guy. And I mean, dude, he's wearing like a fucking bib. You know, did you go back to the picture real quick? I mean, they're like almost like infantile.
Oh yeah, you're right. Well, let me screen share. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he's wearing like a fucking menorah bib. And I mean, it's like the Jews are looking down on the fucking Chinese guy. And so I mean, it's just kind of it's kind of exposing the fucking hypocrisy of the Jews, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
we don't got any more pictures, I guess. That's pretty much it, yeah.
Yeah, it's a horrible movie. It's not even it's not even
funny.
Not even funny.
I like the intro, but other than that, I didn't really like the movie.
I mean, it didn't like the intro. I mean, the intro is like the most like Jewish fucking propaganda of it all. You know, like, you know, portraying Christians as, you know, fucking evil, fucking intolerant. I don't know. Yeah, dude, it's fucking. I hate Jews. I hate Jews so much, bro.
Still thought it was funny though.
I mean, yeah,
not the whole movie, but the beginning.
I don't know. It's like as funny. It's as funny as like an Adam Sandler movie. You know, it's got the juvenile humor. It's got really some
low
kind
budget.
of shit.
Real low budget stuff, but it had like a lot of good actors, so it's kind of weird how it's kind of the production was all low. You could tell it was like a B grade movie, like production.
Yeah, well, I mean, fucking Comedy Central, right? You know?
Yeah. You can tell that shit was filmed like fucking real cheap.
Yeah, I don't know. What score would you give it?
Oh, out of 5 stars?
At a 6 stars. At a 6 stars, since it is a Hanukkah movie.
No, I give it 1. Just for making me laugh here and there, but other than that, it's just a dumbass movie.
Yeah.
But, it's got a stupid message to it too, but it's got some jokes to it. It'll make you laugh, you know. It's got the stereotypes and all that.
Yeah, I'll say
that's the thing they do though. They use those stereotypes like it's like, oh, it's just funny, but like they're really like they let you laugh, but after you're done laughing, they hit you with the fucking, you know, the reprogramming. You know.
Yeah, trying to use humor to disarm you, distract you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're harmless. You could laugh at us like, haha, we're just Jews. It's funny. We just eat bagels.
Yeah.
We just eat bagels and fucking.
I'll give it a running score myself. Like it starts off at maybe 2 stars, but then like as the movie goes on, it goes like from 2 stars to 1.7 stars to 1.5 stars to 1.25. It just gets worse as the movie goes on.
Yeah. Didn't end up being a star.
Yeah, ended up being a gold star in the fucking camps, bro. Is what it ended up being.
Oh. Savage. Oh yeah. So anybody like watching? You could look that movie up, watch it maybe next year or something. If you remember.
It'll be the longest hour and a half.
It'll be a good laugh. It'll be a good laugh. You know?
Yeah, it's. I mean, did we mention this before? I mean, it's actually kind of a short movie. It's including credits. It's only 1 hour and 20 minutes long. And yeah, dude, it's fucking longest hour and 20 minutes I've ever spent.
Yeah, it kind of is. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, see you guys later, man. Thanks for tuning in. Check this movie out if you feel like it, but it's probably funny at times, but it's kind of boring. But we wanted to do a stream on it just to expose it.
Yeah, it's the plot. The plot is it's a simple plot. It's I mean, it's almost like an Austin Powers kind of movie, in terms of plot, kind of structure.
Yeah, it's a cheap version.
Yeah. I mean, the real thing to watch this movie for is just to pay attention to the kind of Jewish style humor, and the Jewish kind of subversion that they put into it. That's the real reason to watch the film.
Yeah. But anyways, see everybody. See everybody on the next one.
Yeah. Good night.